favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. All night. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. The only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right.
Yeah, look, alright. Now pretty bourbon brown eyes, can I grab you off the shelf? You sweet but you strong, I gotta have you to myself. I'm trying to let you know that you're the only drink I'm trying to pour. Girl, it's Dunson, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look, I had a couple, so you know I'm telling the truth. I don't settle for Kettle One, I don't settle for Goose. First we had a couple rounds just to see how it go. Now it's time to tap that barrel, girl, let's see how it flow. You got that caramel dripping, now I'm sipping. They can't take you straight, but baby, I'm built different. It feels different. Listen, you keep getting Dunson loose. You far from the jungle juice, but you keep it 100 proof. I don't need no Coca-Cola or no Sprite for you. And yeah, you good on the rocks, might put that ice on you. You got that Jameson, that Johnny, or that Jack, and you can miss me. I need bourbon in my life, cause baby, you my favorite whiskey. Come on.
I don't want you holding back. Tell me everything, and I do mean everything, everything. It's time for last call. You know that this liquor been flowing faster than free fall. If we keep going, I might not be able to recall. My favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. Oh, let the band play on, and they be playing our song.
Girl, it's Dunson, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look.
Hey y'all, what's smacking? How you crack-a-lacking? How you crack-a-lacking? What's smacking? Happy Thursday. Thanks for the resub, Holly. Hey, Holly. Hey, Blue Majesty, my cosmic sister. Hey, London Michelle. Hey, Lock. Hey, Brown Eyes 1030. How y'all doing today? What's going on? I'm going to just start off by saying this drink that I'm going to make later, I have earned it today. It's been a hell of a day, and I need a drink. So,
From work.
okay, what? They can't hear me? They're saying they can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Is this some true going on? What? They can't hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me.
It should be up.
Okay. I guess they can't hear me. Because nobody put a 1 in the chat. So I'm just talking, and y'all can't hear me.
It's up and running.
Can you read my lips? So hey, for real, like
That
y'all,
is...
yeah, okay, y'all can't hear me. What's going on? I always say grab the mic by both hands and pull it towards me.
That is weird.
Yeah, so much for that sound check, huh?
This is something different.
I'm just
Yeah, this is something different.
okay. London said it's very low. Okay, very low. Okay, all right. Nope, y'all can't hear me. So that means I can just say any type of fucking shit that I want to say on here, and nobody can hear me. So I can. Okay, what about now? Can you all hear me now? Okay, not that you can't hear me at all. You just okay. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Yes. Yep. 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 Okay. Did y'all hear me cussing? Okay. Ugh. Okay. Anyway. Yep. Hey y'all, what's smacking? How you crack-a-lacking? How you crack-a-lacking? What's smacking? It's Lisa the X, aka Brown Whiskey Woman, Executive Bourbon Steward. Yeah, it was weird. We just started off with the issue and yeah. But we're here and y'all can hear me. So yeah. How y'all doing? Hey Stormy. Hey Holly, thank you for the resub. Hey London. Hey, who else came in here? Hey Blue Majesty, my cosmic sister. Who else? Somebody else came in here that I said hello to before, but y'all couldn't hear me. Oh, Brown Eyes. Hey Brown Eyes, how you doing? So anyway, I don't know. We don't know what the hell happened. We don't know what the hell happened. You know, whenever something goes wrong, we always blame Locke, but honestly, it was not his fault. So for the record, that was not his fault. Just something strange happened. Strange things happen sometimes. Hey, LaWanda Baskerville, how you doing? So, with Blame Locke, I am live from Lock and Key Media Studios. Here with K-Lock, executive producer. Yeah, it's always his fault, you know, whatever it is. But it really wasn't. See, I'm, what, 3 minutes in and I get the lights turned off on me? Anyway, it really wasn't his fault that time. So, hey, Lioness Nala, how you doing? Happy Thursday, y'all. So, you know, I always start off with the recap to the recap to the recap because it just seemed like we always recapping. But first of all, our autism campaign, if you put exclamation point donate, that is the link to our direct donation link. We are doing that until May 20th. That will be running until May 20th. So feel free to donate if you haven't. No amount is too small. That gives everybody time to submit all of their bits and subs and for us to do a grand total. So Uncle Diddy will be here with me on the 23rd of May at the beginning of my show, and we will do a recap of everything that was raised, give all of our formal thank yous. And, you know, I've been thanking you all everywhere I can. So if you have donated, thank you. If you participated in the Lock and Key family reunion, thank you so much for your donations there and for participating in that partnership. So I appreciate you all very, very much. Also, please don't forget, follow me on YouTube because I am trying to get subscribers and followers there. So make sure that you're following me there and tell your friends, even if they don't know me, they can still follow me. I will take that. So last week we did recap part 2 of the Lock and Key Media family reunion. And it was funny moments. And also I talked about my gifted whiskeys. So there were several gifted whiskeys that I reviewed. The main things that you really need to know about that is that Mad Dog peanut butter whiskey, no, it's really not called Mad Dog. It's called Maryland peanut butter whiskey that Sightgiver gifted to me. was a hard no. Okay, that was some fragganaggle. Now, when we made the cocktails, which were the peanut butter and jelly shots and the peanut butter cup cocktail, those were both good. And I drank both of those. They were very tasty. The Old Hillside, yes. Yes, yes, and yes. So if you're in the North Carolina area, get it. That's all that I can say. That was gifted to me from Sincere the DJ, and that was excellent. I gave that a 5. I didn't even rate the peanut butter whiskey, to be honest. So, yeah, that was last week. Also, last week, I modeled my derby hats for you all, and the derby was run on, ran on this past Saturday. Ruined, all of that. The derby happened last Saturday. And the winner was Mystic Dan. That was the winner. It was a photo finish between 3 horses. So that was pretty just amazing and astounding in itself. But yes, the winner was Mystic Dan. So hopefully you had a mint julep or some type of whiskey or something. And then also last week was Cinco de Mayo. So I made some bourbon margaritas. That was my treat on Cinco de Mayo. And basically it's just like a margarita recipe, but instead of putting the tequila in there, I put bourbon in there. So those are very tasty, by the way. So pretty much any type of drink that you have with the clears, you can just substitute the browns with it and it will be equally as good. I promise. Hey, Psalmist, how you doing? So today I am going to be talking to you all about laws, obeying the laws. But I'm actually going to be talking to you all about Law's Whiskey House. And so this is the box. So this is a sampler box. It contains 4 bottles. I will be tasting all 4 things, and then I will be making a drink. So this is the side of the box. This comes out of Colorado, out of Denver specifically. And I will be reading everything on the box a little bit later. And then it has information on the side about what it contains. So it is the 4-grain bourbon whiskey, the St. Louis Valley Rye, which is what I'm going to be using for the cocktail, and then the Centennial Wheat, and then the Henry Road malt whiskey. So I will be tasting all 4 of these, but I will be making a drink utilizing the rye. And I will be muddling and smoking this cocktail. And I will be drinking this cocktail because, as I said, when you all could not hear me, I have had a hell of a day. I have earned this drink and I will be drinking it. And I said drinking with an A. So yeah, that. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. And this is really, really interesting because even though it's called Laws, it's really kind of renegade in terms of the way that they make the whiskey. And I'm really excited about this one because this has been sitting on my shelf for roughly about 2 years. I bought it simply because I like the aesthetic of it, as I often do. If I like the way a bottle looks, if I like the name, if there's something catchy about it to me. I browse a bookstore and a liquor store the same way. Okay, so I'm just looking for something that's going to catch my eye. So this has actually been on my shelf for a while. So I'm super excited. I've never tried it before. So you all will get my unsolicited facial expression as I try each one. And you all know my face does not lie. It will tell the truth. Even if I don't, right? It's going to tell you. So, as I said, they're really kind of a renegade because the way that they process the whiskey, their whole process is very different from the way a lot of distillers do things. And I am going to get into that. I am also going to be talking about some funny or odd laws in 50 states, all 50 states. And I have a couple from other places in the world. And then I'm going to tell you about the most violated laws that pretty much we all do probably every day. I'm going to be making a drink called Here Comes the Sun. Again, I'm going to be muddling and smoking. So I thought before we get into it, let's talk about some international laws. Now, Lawanda, you said, oh, your uncle loves the laws. That's the only gift he ever asked for. Very interesting. because I've never had it before. This will be my first time having laws. And one thing that I really want to do is I try to introduce you all to different whiskeys. The majority of whiskey that we consume as Americans comes from Kentucky. I would say probably a strong, maybe 90% of it comes from Kentucky and Tennessee. And the other percentile is other places. So this comes out of Colorado. There are other places that make good whiskey. I promise you. It's just that most of it comes out of Kentucky and Tennessee because of the water supply, and water is huge in terms of making whiskey and the whole distillation process, also the grains. And I'm going to be talking a lot about that when I talk about laws. So let's talk about some international laws. So if you all, Malik should be coming in here. I did tell him that I was going to be muddling today. And his response to me, I texted him, was, aw, shiggity. That was his response. So I think he'll come in probably right at the moment where I'm muddling. I just got this funny feeling. So a couple of international laws for you all. You cannot sing in the shower in Sweden. The reason why is because there are a lot of apartment dwellers in Sweden, and that can disrupt the peace. So no loud singing in the shower. So here we are. We can do that in America, and nobody's going to report us. But in Sweden, you cannot do that. Singapore prohibits the sale of chewing gum. And that is because Singapore is known for its cleanliness, and they feel like the whole, chewing gum and how people take the gum out of their mouth, throw it on the ground, put it under tables, all of that stuff, that messes up their whole cleanliness profile. So chewing gum is prohibited in Singapore. Iranians cannot have Western hairstyles, such as, and this is how it was listed, mullets, which it's good that they prohibit that because we don't even want that in America. Ponytails or other unconventional styles. They consider a ponytail to be an unconventional style. You cannot feed the pigeons in Venice, St. Mark's Square specifically, because they want to keep the area clean and they want to keep the pigeon population under control. And of course, if you're feeding the pigeons are growing and having pigeon babies and all of that, right? So they don't want you to do that. And they're pooping all over the place, right? In Sri Lanka, you cannot take selfies with the Buddha. That is considered to be not proper. It is considered to be an insult to the Buddha. Also, you cannot point at the Buddha. That's just another common thing, that if you point at the Buddha, it's supposed to be irreverent if you do that. So 5 things, y'all. Don't go singing in the shower in Sweden. Don't go to Singapore thinking you're going to chew gum, because you ain't. Don't go to Iran trying to wear your ponytail or your mullet. Okay? And you do not feed the pigeons in Venice and St. Mark's Square. And then do not take any selfies with the Buddha when you go to Sri Lanka. All right, y'all got it? So when you're traveling, keep all of that stuff in mind, because we don't want you to, go to jail. Especially in a foreign country where we cannot get you. Okay. So no, London, you cannot go. Yes, you can sing, London. I mean, as we well know, you sang right here in this space. But don't go singing in the shower in Sweden. All right. So Lioness Nala said they got to catch her first. But Lioness Nala, if you sing it in the shower, they know where you are, right? Now the other stuff, maybe you can be like the gingerbread man and run away. I don't know. But if you're in the shower, I don't think you're going to be running unless you're doing some naked running in the shower, I guess, Just want to point that out. So, yeah. So those are 5. London said the shower has been the best acoustic for your high notes. But was it the best the very best acoustic because, here, what you did here, and if y'all were here last week, you got a chance to see London's performance. If and maybe we'll show London's performance again because London is now Twitch famous. She is Twitch famous. Because of that clip. So if you all don't know what we're talking about, you'll find out later. Let's just say that. You'll find that. Hey, not your average guy. How you doing? So yeah, Locke said, ain't no maybe, we showing it. See, I was trying to, I was trying to tease the people a little bit, okay? But London, you are everywhere London goes. People talk about that high note. Even when other songs are played, they talked about the high note. I mean, D-Man did this whole thing today. It was Don't Text Your Ex Part 2. He was playing all this Love in the Morning songs, Love in the Afternoon, whatever. He was playing them. And it was a particular song that he played. And he was, London was waiting for the high note. And he was like, listen, I'm just going to play it for you, London. Hey, Rudder Divine, how you doing? Psalmist said, hey, Psalmist. Psalmist said, just smile and wave at the fans. It's pointless to resist. I concur fully. All right. So we will see London's performance a little bit later in the stream, but let's move on and talk about this whiskey. And hey, Miss Frenchie. Plus I wanna drink some because I told you I had a day. So yeah, I have a feeling this gonna make me feel better. And if it doesn't, we're just gonna pretend like it does. So anyway, I am talking about laws. So let me put that front and center. Turn it around here so we can talk about that. But it's Law's Whiskey House. Started in 2011. They waited 3 years before they actually bottled anything, though. And their motto is no shortcuts. And if you go to their website, there is a gentleman there that has a tattoo right on his arm that says no shortcuts. So I thought about showing his picture, but then I want you all to go to the website and check it out so you can see that. But they are the first Colorado distiller to bottle bonded whiskey coming out of Denver. So you all may or may not remember when I did Whiskey 101 and I talked about what bonded whiskey was. So in case you don't remember, that law was passed by Congress in 1897. And what it does is it holds the whiskey to a higher standard. So to be bottled in bond or bonded, it has to be aged a minimum of 4 years. It has to be bottled at precisely 100 proof. It has to be made by a single distiller. It has to be distilled in a single distilling season, and it has to be aged in a bonded warehouse. Now, back in the day, like probably pre-prohibition, we'll say, they actually had a, government worker that guarded the warehouse. Now, I don't think it's that extreme. But those are the requirements for it to be a bonded whiskey. And this is supposed to produce a superior product because it's held to a higher standard. Another thing that's really, really cool about their distillation process is that they use something called heirloom and heritage grains. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Like, what does that really mean? So we pretty much consume what are called modern grains. So around the 1900s or so, they started messing with stuff. That's when scientists really got heavily involved in like hybrid seeds and how do we modify things? How do we make things better? So they said. And they started experimenting a lot with seeds and how things are grown. So an heirloom grain, they're true grains. So this is like a generational seed. So it comes from the plant originally as it is, replanted, grows, and then that plant produces more seeds, so on and so forth. So they're called generational seeds. They're true grains. They're not genetically modified. So an example would be spelt or barley or sorghum. And now we're hearing a lot more about it kind of in the natural food world than we did in the past. But for the most part, those would be undesirable grains for distilling. But Laws actually uses these grains. Then they use something called heritage grains. And heritage grains are a little bit different because they are varieties of wheat, barley, and rye and oats before they have been inbred. So before intensive plant breeding, we're utilizing those. So examples would be farro, white Sonora wheat. Those would be examples of what they would consider to be a heritage grain. So these are the things that Laws uses in a distillation process. They only get their grains from 2 farms in Colorado, only 2. So they're growing these things specifically for them, for their use in their distillation process. So for them to be called Laws, and I have no idea where the name comes from because it didn't say that on the website. And even when I researched elsewhere, I couldn't find out where the name came from. But the fact that it's called Laws was interesting to me because it's almost like they're going rogue. You know, they're doing things very differently than the way most distillers do. So I don't know, maybe it was an oxymoron, maybe it was a play on words, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's 2 things that they do, or several things that they do, because the other thing that they do is they employ something called terroir. And terroir is a French term that actually means soil or land. And you hear about a lot of it in winemaking, actually, but a lot of whiskey makers are getting into it now. And so to break down what it is, like I said, it means soil or land, but it's a complete natural environment, including the soil. Topography, which topography is basically like the hills, the mountains, the valleys, the lakes. Like you often hear about it when people are doing maps and they talk about topography. So basically it's the whole landscape. So that is taken into consideration. And then they look at climate. So one thing again that would make making whiskey very unique in Colorado is they have thin air. They also have extreme temperatures. So they have cold, they have hot, and then they have a really good water source because earlier I mentioned that water is critical to good whiskey. So the more pure the water is, the better the whiskey is going to taste. So the whiskey comes from El Dorado Springs, which is artesian water. It's an artesian water source. So it's very, very pure. So those are some things that they're doing that are a little bit different than other distillers. So the whiskey nerd in me absolutely loved the story. And the great thing was, I told you guys, a lot of times when I do this research, I go down the rabbit hole. It was all right there on the website. I didn't even really have to go down too many other rabbit holes. Now I did because it's me, but I really got most of the information from their website. It was right there. So that was really, really cool. The only thing I really had to do more research on was the definitions of the grains. And I had heard of the heirloom grains before, and I actually heard that, we consume modern grains, but I did not know what a heritage grain was. So that was something that I had to research and come up with. Okay. So what is that? Tweak and Squirrel? How you doing? Welcome in. You think it's crazy to distill in the mountains. The aging process is insane. It may be, but most of their whiskeys are aged at least 4 years. That's not really unusual for whiskey. That's about average, an average start point. And as I said, they didn't put out their first bottle until 3 years in. So a lot of distilleries will source whiskey so they can get started, but they did not. They were patient and they waited throughout the process. So that's, again, something a little bit different for them. And then the fact that they only use 2 farms to get their whiskey from. So I thought it would be really, really important for me to taste this. Don't you all agree? And give you all my opinion, 1 to 5 on this. So I'm going to put on my glasses because I always tell you read your bottle or read your, in this case, it's a box. But this is a sampler box. This costs $40. which is really great. I'm going to tell you why it's really great, because the price point on the individual bottles is basically somewhere between $160. So with most bottles being somewhere between about $80 and $90. So to get all 4 tastings for $40 is excellent. And as I said, this has been on my shelf for about 2 years. And again, I bought it just because I like the name. And I told you I'm really working on moving the product that's on my shelf so I can move it to the show, talk about it with you all, and I can buy more stuff for us to talk about. So let me start off reading this box, and then I'm going to pull out the bottles. But it says, of course, it's made in Denver, Colorado. It's artesian spring water from El Dorado Springs. It's homestead corn. Whiskey Sisters supplies the homestead. San Luis Valley Rye, it says it comes from the Cody Family Farms. Centennial Wheat comes from the Cody Family Farms. And then Henry Road Barley Malt comes from Cody Family Farms as well. Law's Whiskey House Distillery. The address is 1420 South Tacoma, Denver, Colorado. It says the Rack House is located at 1325 South Cherokee in Denver, Colorado. And of course, it has a government warning on it. And then on the other side, which this is the 4 whiskeys that it contains, it gives us basically a description of each. So it has a 4-grain straight bourbon whiskey, the St. Louis Valley straight rye, Centennial straight wheat, and the Henry Road straight malt. So it tells the aroma. So I'm just going to read one for a 4-grain. Singular aromas and flavors of orange peel, black tea, cinnamon, honey, bruised apple. I'm not sure why it says bruised apple. Vanilla custard, and finishing with sweet tobacco, bacon, spice, and pepper. That sounds really interesting. And I think I'm going to start with that one in terms of tasting it. So I'm opening my box and I'm going to take all of these out. And I'm looking for the one that I want to taste, the 4-grain. So that's what that looks like. I ain't even opened these, so I'm slipping. But I'm going to open them now and try not to stab myself and draw blood. So pretty little foil wrapped around them. These are nice size too. These are not like miniatures or kind of the whole. I want to look at the bottle there. Show you that before I pour it up. These are nice size. You know, so you're gonna get a good little taste with these. So this is the 4-grain. Now, one thing that makes this kind of different, the 4-grain, is that most bourbon is made with 3 grains. The 3 grains are going to be corn. The secondary grain is going to be wheat or rye. And then third is going to be malted barley. So this is made with, this is the mash bill or the recipe, 60% corn, 20% heirloom wheat, 10% heirloom rye, and then 10% malted barley. So this is the Law's bourbon. This comes in at 95 proof. So I'm going to taste that and let's see what it tastes like. I'm kind of excited about this. I have had 4-grain bourbons before. Actually, for the family reunion, I did a 4-grain bourbon tasting for everybody that was over here getting drunk, called Anita's Choice. And that was recommended to me from some of my NASCAR friends that hang out at the liquor store that I hang out at. And they told me about it. So this is maybe my 3rd 4-grain bourbon that I have tasted. So I'm excited about this. Ooh, it's got a nice little gurgle on it. We really do need a gurgle mic. I mean, I'm beginning to think that. But that's what it looks like. Little plastic cork in there. And of course, I would expect that because this is like a little sample set. So you guys can see it kind of has a golden color or amber color to it. Smelling it, that smells really nice. So I smell fruit. I can smell a bit of the wood from the cask or the barrel. I also get like a hint of something that's like chocolatey. So, taste it. It's got a punch. Not really the Kentucky hug punch where, you know, I say when it's hitting about right there, you get that burn. I kind of got the punch as soon as I tasted it. You know, it was kind of as it was going over my palate, I was getting that punch. I was getting that kick. It's 95 proof, so I wouldn't expect it to have as much of the punch as it does have. I thought it would be like maybe just a little bit smoother. I like it on a scale from 1 to 5. I think I would give it maybe about a 4. I do like it, especially for a 4 grain, because understand that a 4 grain bourbon is going to have a totally different profile than a 3 grain one. So again, 60% corn, 20% wheat, 10% rye, 10% barley. Okay. Hey, Big Stove, how you doing? No, Big Stove, it's not hesitation. It's me trying to kind of put into words. I guess I want to be able to articulate to you all what it tastes like or what my thoughts are, kind of my initial thoughts on it. I'm going to take another taste of it though. Hey, C Love. And actually, I'm going to say my second taste was better. I'm going to still stick with my 4 as a rating, but I do like this. The one that I had during the reunion was called Anita's Choice. It was also a 4 grain. And I think the proof on it was roughly about 93. The Anita's Choice compared to this one, I think I may like this one a little bit better. The Anita's Choice was very strong, to be honest. And even though the proof was lower, it was something about maybe the recipe, maybe the mash bill that gave it a harder edge. And this is a little bit softer and smoother. Okay. So I like it. I'm going to give that a 4 for a 4 grain. I still think that I prefer the 3 grains, but we'll see. I'm going to keep moving. Okay. So I'm going to put that over to the side. And then I have my little Cars crackers, my little table crackers. And this is what you would use in between to clear your palate. So this is what is, you know, if you go to a tasting or you go and have a flight, they're going to either give you room temperature water, room temperature water, or they're going to give you these table water crackers. They have no taste at all. So they're used to cleanse the palate in between. Hey, Tab, how you doing today? That's my Twitch bestie. So I have my crackers over here to the side. They remind me of like little communion crackers, to be honest. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm going to crunch in the mic a little bit before I taste my next thing. All right. So the next one that I'm going to taste is called Centennial. If I can get it open. So it says Centennial Straight Wheat Whiskey. This is 100 proof. And this is straight wheat. So if you like Maker's Mark, which is a heavily wheated whiskey, that's its second main ingredient, I'm imagining you would like this. Now, what wheat does to whiskey is it generally gives it a softer kind of flavor profile. So I'm going to taste it and see. Now, I like rye whiskeys because I like the spice and the kick that rye provides. I have nothing against the wheated whiskeys. That's why I'm trying it. And some of them are very tasty. I have had 100% wheated whiskey before, so this will be my second time trying that, but my first time trying the laws. So just to let you all see the color on that and the color comparison between those. Let me move my paper so you can get a better look at it. So you can see this has a little deeper color. More of a wheat color, I would say. So I'm going to put that over there to the side. And remember, that one is the 4 grains. So this one is 100 proof. First thing I smell is like a cinnamon type of scent. Okay. All right. I like it. Definitely can taste that softer edge. Okay. So I was told you guys can see this a little bit better if I put my paper behind it. So you can see the color difference. Okay. So I like this. I did not expect to like it as much as I do. I would actually give this a 5. And the reason why I'm saying I didn't expect to like it as much as I do is because I am not a big fan of wheated whiskeys. They're okay to me. That's usually the category I put them in. I just say they're okay. But this is very, very smooth. I can taste the hints of kind of the cinnamon. Definitely smoother than a 4 grain. This would be a good sipper. Hey, Miss KB, how you doing? This would be a great sipper. And that's something I actually stand by with Maker's Mark too. Maker's Mark is a very good sipping whiskey. I also feel like wheated whiskeys are great if you are a person that's just getting into drinking whiskey, drinking bourbon, scotch, whatever it is that you're drinking. And remember, whiskey's a category and those things fall under. But I think that if you were just trying out something for the first time, I would highly recommend this. Highly recommend it. So this is 100% soft white Centennial Spring wheat. So I'm going to put that one over to the side. Now this is the one I'm really excited about because it's a rye. And this is what I'm going to be using to make my recipe when I muddle and smoke a little bit later. And this is what the bottle looks like. It is 100% rye whiskey, 100 proof. That's what it looks like. So again, nice color. Right. Okay, so Tweaking Squirrel said the high proof wheat is where it's at. Yeah. If you like the smoothness, if you like a smooth whiskey that just kind of flows over the palate, you're going to like a wheated whiskey. So this is the rye. Now, again, the rye is going to have a little bit more kick to it. And I know that already because I drink a lot of rye whiskey. Oof, that gurgle. So that's what that looks like color-wise. Let me show you. Okay. Now, this does not have a really strong smell. I am picking up just a little bit of spice. That's really all that I'm smelling on this. So, and I think what I'll do is I will compare all of these. Like I'll kind of put my cups out so you can kind of see the differences in the colors afterwards. So this is the rye. So this is 100 proof, 100% heirloom rye. See, I like it. Now, it definitely has a kick to it. Not so much the Kentucky Hug. Like, I'm not getting that with any of these, but then it comes out of Colorado, right? So maybe that's why I don't get the Kentucky Hug, because it's coming out of Colorado. I like it. So on a scale from 1 to 5, I would give that a 5. The weeded one, I actually would give a 5 as well. But I really like that. Very smooth. Like, I really don't have anything to say about it other than it tastes great. And if you like rye whiskey, 100% rye, you're going to like this. This is really good. Hey, Moni G, how you doing? I like it. I'm glad that's what I'm using to make my cocktail later. Like now I'm a little bit more excited about my cocktail. I was excited about it anyway. All right, so the last one is called Henry Road Straight Malted Whiskey. And it is made from 100% heirloom malted barley. Hey, Miss Tiff Star. Tiff Star, come on down. I have some good whiskey. Now, that's one thing. If you come to Atlanta and you come and hang out with me, we'll drink some whiskey. All right, for sure. We can go and have a flight. We can, taste some of the personal bottles I have on my shelf. We can do that. All right, this one does not want to just pop off like it should. All right. So let me show you the bottle. And if you want to know, Henry Road is the road that the farm is located on, Cody Farms. So that's what it looks like. Just so you can see the color. And it is a straight malted barley whiskey. It's heirloom malted barley. So let me taste this one. Now I'm going to tell you all, I have never had 100% malted barley whiskey. So this is a first for me. That gurgle gets me every time, I tell you. So smell-wise, it smells like barley to me. I know that sounds very bizarre, but it does. I really smell like the grain in this. Kind of reminds me of oatmeal a little bit, the smell of it. That's what I would describe it as, but it has like or even if you think about like barley soup, a soup that has a barley base, it kind of smells like that a little bit. Yeah, oatmeal whiskey. Okay. Now this was a little rougher. I don't think I like barley whiskey. I'm sure I don't like barley whiskey based on that. That's the first one I've ever had. I don't like it. I don't like it. It tastes bizarre to me. I mean, it just doesn't taste like any whiskey. I mean, I've never had any whiskey like it. It doesn't taste like any whiskey I've ever had. And I would not drink that again. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, 100% malted barley whiskey for me, I'm going to say that's a no. That's a no. All right, so I want to show you each of them just in terms of color. And I drank them, I don't know, I drank them almost down to the same amount, which is interesting, real close. Look at me. So that's what they look like. And you can see they're similar in color, but not quite. There are some very subtle differences. I'm laughing because you all know I get all types of messages, from behind the scenes, from the man behind the curtain, right? And it was brought to my attention, they look like urine samples. Good God Almighty. You need to drink more water if this is your urine sample. Just saying. So yeah, they do though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they do kind of look like urine samples. But yeah, you need to drink more water if your urine looks like this. Either that or you're on some type of medication. Okay, let me point that out because you could be on some type of med or take a lot of vitamins and supplements. But anyway, that's kind of what they look like. So out of everything, right? I tried the 4-grain bourbon. I gave that a 4. I tried the Centennial Straight Wheat, which I actually really liked, surprisingly, and I'm going to give that a 5. The St. Louis Valley Rye, I give that a 5. Really like that one. And then the Henry Road Straight Malt Whiskey. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like that. So I think I'm just going to give that a 1. Okay. I did not care for that. It had a very different flavor profile from anything I've ever tasted. Now, in terms of something different, yeah, I'm glad I tried it because that's what I encourage you all to do as well. And that's how you expand your palate. You have to try some different things to know what you like and what you don't like. It's perfectly fine to have a favorite to come back to. Like my fallback is always Four Roses, and it probably will always be Four Roses. But I've tried some other whiskeys that I really like. I do like rye. Because again, I like the spice in rye. I like the kick that rye provides. So I have a lean towards rye whiskeys. But if you like something smoother, I would definitely say go for the Centennial Wheat. So Laws, just overall, I recommend. And I'm really glad that I bought the box. And if you all see the box, it's a steal for $40. Okay, so go ahead and try it. And like you said, these are some pretty nice sized bottles. You all can see that I can get several more drinks out of this. So yeah, let's definitely give Laws a try. And you know, if anybody buys the box and they try it, please feel free. If there's anything I ever recommend on the show, I would love to hear you all's opinion on it because I'm giving you my opinion based on my palate for drinking liquor. So I would love to hear you all's opinion, you know, if there's something that you tried. Like Tweaking Squirrel said, you know, like the weeded bourbons or the weeded whiskeys are the way to go. So yeah. We we on Laws on the show tonight. That's it. So that's Laws. That's my flight. That's my tasting. So we actually have a video because I am going to make a drink and we're going to look at some very strange and odd laws that are on the books here in the United States. So we have one from, 50 states, right? So it's about a 5 or 6 minute video. I'm going to get some ice and then when we come back, I'm actually going to be making a drink. So let's take a look at that and let me get ready to make this drink, y'all.
Hey, my name's Luke. I come from Pennsylvania in the United States, and we have some pretty weird laws here. And I got curious about what other strange laws there are, so we made a list of the 50 weirdest laws state by state. Here we go. In Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache in church that makes people laugh. In Alaska, you can't wake up a sleeping bear to take a photo. In Arizona, it's illegal to let a donkey sleep in a bathtub. I don't know how you got a donkey in a bathtub in the first place, but to each his own. In Arkansas, you can't honk your car horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m. In California, if a frog dies during a frog jumping contest, it is illegal to eat that. In Colorado, you are not allowed to keep a couch on your porch. In Connecticut, a pickle cannot legally be called a pickle unless it bounces. In Delaware, it is illegal to sell dog hair. In Florida, if you tie an elephant to a parking meter, you have to pay the same parking meter dues that you would with a car. In Georgia, you can't keep an ice cream cone in your back pocket on Sundays. That's the Lord's Day. In Hawaii, it is illegal to stick a coin in your ear. In Idaho, it is illegal to give someone a box of chocolates weighing more than 50 pounds. In Illinois, it's illegal to fall asleep in a cheese shop. In Indiana, it's illegal to catch a fish with your bare hands or a firearm. In Iowa, it is illegal for one-armed piano players to charge money for their performances. That's just kicking someone while they're down, man. They already have one arm. Let's give them a little bit more money, you'd think. In Kansas, there's a poorly phrased law that states, if two trains meet on the same track, neither shall proceed until the other has passed. Getting philosophical. In Kentucky, it is illegal to sell dyed baby chicks unless you sell them in groups of 6. In Louisiana, it's illegal to send a pizza to someone else's house without their knowledge. In Maine, you can't keep up Christmas decorations after January 14th. This is hilarious. I love this. You just have police come in knocking on people's doors being like, excuse me, ma'am, it's January 15th. We're gonna have to take you in. You're being too festive. It's a new year, new us, okay? Number 20. In Maryland, though outdated, it is still technically illegal to wear sleeveless shirts in public. In Massachusetts, you can't own an explosive golf ball. In Michigan, women are not technically allowed to cut their own hair without their husband's permission. In Minnesota, contests where the point is to catch a greased or oiled pig are illegal. In Mississippi, it's illegal to disrupt a church service, and parishioners are allowed, maybe encouraged, to perform a citizen's arrest on them. Actually, citizens arresting someone is my dream. That's my American dream. In Missouri, it's illegal to drive with an uncaged bear. In Montana, putting an animal on railroad tracks with the intent of harming the train or the tracks is punishable by a $50,000 fine or 5 years in prison. In Nebraska, it's illegal for people with STDs to get married. In Nevada, it's unlawful to drive a camel down a highway. In New Hampshire, you can't collect or carry away seaweed at night. In New Jersey, it's illegal for men to knit during the fishing season. There's just some poor guy, loves knitting, devastated every fishing season. In New Mexico, the state ordered over 400 words removed from Romeo and Juliet for being a little bit too unsavory. In New York, it is illegal to take any pictures with big cats. In North Carolina, it is illegal to use elephants to plow cotton fields. In North Dakota, it is illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on. In Ohio, you can't get a fish drunk. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that. Whew. In Oklahoma, you can't make glue out of dead skunks. In Oregon, it's illegal to go hunting in a cemetery. In Pennsylvania, it's illegal to catch a fish with your mouth. In Rhode Island, it's illegal to race horses on the highway. But if you do, it's only a $20 fine. So I'm not saying do it, but... In South Carolina, a man over 16 can't seduce a woman by lying and saying he'll marry her. Women can do it to men, though. In South Dakota, casinos are not allowed to have signs that say casino. In Tennessee, you can't share your Netflix password. Good luck enforcing that one. In Texas, it's unlawful to sell a human eye. In Utah, it's illegal to ride a bike without at least one hand on the handlebars. In Vermont, women need permission from their husbands to wear fake teeth. In Virginia, having sex outside of marriage is still illegal. In Washington state, should you be the person to confirm the existence of the species, it is illegal to harass or kill Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Washington state, don't harass Sasquatch. In West Virginia, it's illegal to whistle underwater. In Wisconsin, butter substitutes can't be served at a restaurant unless people specifically ask for it. Last but not least, we have number 50, Wyoming, where it is illegal to take a picture of a rabbit from January to April without a permit. Alright folks, that does it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, stay curious.
So, what you guys think about those laws? I saw some of the comments. They were like, what part of New York? OMG. Hey, Marcia, how you doing? Tweakins Girl said, my mom uses my Netflix in Tennessee. Ooh. Living life golden. I mean, these are actual laws that are still in the books. So, you know, and this one came up several times when I was researching the laws, that whole one about the false teeth and how a woman had to have permission from her husband. Do y'all want to know where my mind went on that? Or should I even bother saying where my mind went? Okay. And I get the lights off on me. That's where my mind went. I'm sorry. That's where my mind went. I was like, what? So, I mean, I'm just saying, I can imagine, like, if you don't have teeth, then you don't have to worry about, yeah. So anyway, so is that why the woman needs permission? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's where my mind went, okay? Don't act like your mind didn't go there. And I don't care about the lights still being off. I mean, damn it, I can see. But anyway, y'all can see that shit too, right? You know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm coming from on that. Anyway, we about to make a drink. Yes. See, Marcia Gums. Hey, Tally the DJ. How you doing? Hey, Caller So 6. I saw you coming here earlier. How you doing? So, yeah, we're about to make this drink. It's called Here Comes the Sun. Now, I'm going to tell you all, this drink is a little bit more involved than what I normally do because I really like easy cocktails because, you know, I'm telling you guys about these and I just figure you're like me and you want an easy cocktail that you can whip up. This one is a little bit more involved, but I have such a feeling it's going to be worth it. And I told you, I have earned my drink today. I really have. I've really earned my drink. So I am going to be doing some muddling and some smoking of the drink. Not that kind of smoking, but smoking of the drink. So let me get started. This is on the website, the Law's website, and it's called Here Comes the Sun, and we are using the San Luis Rye. Yep. Okay, I got it. All right. So the first thing it says is that I have to muddle the ginger and sage with the lemon and the syrup and then add the whiskey. So I'm actually going to do that in the glass so that you all can see. Hey, the Burly Earl, how you doing? Welcome in, first time chatter. Pull up the stool. We at the bar. So I'm going to actually do it in this glass. And I am using, this is my original Brown Whiskey Woman glass. This was the first glass that I got that had Brown Whiskey Woman on it. I don't know if can you guys see that? Right there. Can you see the etching on it, the writing on it? I'm not sure how well this is showing. I don't feel like it's showing at all. But anyway, it says Brown Whiskey Woman on it. Trust me. Okay, so wait a minute. How am I moving the paper? Okay, there you go. Now you can see it, right? Okay, there we go. So, and I'm using this because I am going to be using my smoker. So this glass has it's bigger, has a broader rim around it. So that's the reason why I'm using this one as opposed to my other ones that have my logo in it. But I'm going to be muddling actually in the glass because I want you all to be able to see the muddling that I am going to do. So the first ingredient it calls for is sage. So I have my little organic sage here that I bought at Kroger on today. And it says 3 leaves. So the reason why you would muddle something is you are releasing the flavor or the juices. This smells really nice. Just sage has such a pleasant smell to me. So you are releasing the juices that are inside, and that's why you muddle. So I am doing 3 leaves, as the recipe calls for. And then it says 2 slices of ginger root. So I bought the smallest piece of ginger root that I could. That is what the ginger root looks like. Doesn't this look like a butt? This looks like a booty to me. Okay. I don't know. Again, that's where my mind went. I don't know. Maybe something's wrong with me. Forget you. But this is what it looked like. And can I just say this? Okay, in case y'all never heard of this. Do y'all know that people use ginger root for sexual purposes? Like, some people like the way ginger just set your ass on fire. Just in case y'all didn't know. Just thought I'd share that. So yes, that is true. That's absolutely true. I promise you can Google this. And I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. So anyway, I got the smallest piece that I could, and then I just sliced it because it said to use 2 slices of ginger. So I sliced the ginger. Burley Earl said I never wanted my ass on fire. Me neither. So I just sliced it up, and I'm going to put that in the bottom of the glass. And then I have my muddler. So that is what the muddler looks like. And you see it has the perforations there on the bottom of it. And that is what I'm going to use basically to just muddle this up or smash it up, right? So basically what I'm doing is I am releasing all of the juice from the ginger, making sure I muddle up the sage. And I'm getting all of that. So I'm giving it, and I can smell it. It smells really good too. Yes, it is called gingering, London. You're absolutely correct. It is called gingering. That's the act of the ginger on the butt. That's what we're saying. That's what we're talking about. All right. So I can smell it. So I feel like, I've kind of muddled this up a pretty fair amount. And basically, like I said, you're just releasing the juices from both the sage leaves and the ginger. So again, I wanted you all to be able to see that. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to build this in my glass, and then I'm going to transfer it to the cocktail shaker. So then the next thing it calls for is the 2 ounces of rye whiskey. So I'm going to use my jigger for that. The top of the jigger again is 1 ounce. And then it says 3/4 ounces of honey. And it says smoked honey, or you can smoke the cocktail. We're actually going to smoke the cocktail. So jigger who, jigger what? So anyway, we're using the honey. So I'm going to pour that in. I already measured that. And I just use regular honey, a little honey bear. You can use local honey, which really helps with allergies. If you take a teaspoon of local honey, the closer to where you live, per day, it really helps with allergies, as does elderberry. So I'm just trying to get all of the honey out there. Then the next ingredient is lemon juice. So I'm using just my lemon juice that was in the fridge. So again, it's the same measurement. It's the 3/4. So 3/4 of an ounce. And I'm pouring that in. And then we're just going to put this in the cocktail shaker. I'm pouring all of it in there. And I'm going to go ahead and pour the honey and everything in there, the ginger, the slices, everything that I use. Now you see I got some residual honey in my glass. But that's okay, because I wanted to show you all the build. So you wouldn't have really been able to see it if I had done it in a cocktail shaker. Hey, oh so salty, how you doing? Mike's hot honey might be really good in this, Burley Earl. I can imagine that. I mean, I imagine that would give it some kick. So, and then we're going to shake this up. So it says to double strain it. So to double strain, now there is a strainer on top of my cocktail shaker. I could pour it into another shaker, shake it up again and strain it. But I'm actually going to use this. This is called a Hawthorne strainer. And this will be on your basic bar set. So this is a strainer as well. So I am going to strain it. And actually, I'm trying to think. It says that I can serve it with ice or not. But I think that I'm going to go without the ice. And then I am actually going to use the cocktail smoker. So let me tell you all a little bit about this cocktail smoker that I got. I went to a bar and I was really excited about having a smoked cocktail. I had never had one before. This was probably maybe about 4 years ago. I had never had a smoked cocktail. I'd heard of them. I had seen it online, but I had never had one. And I was like, that is so cool. Just the way the bartender presented it, you know, the flavor that it gave the cocktail. I was really, really impressed by. So then I go online and I start looking up cocktail smokers. The first one that came up for me was like $99. Hey, Double Spirit, how you doing? It was like $99. And I was like, okay, hey, Chris 11, how you doing? I was like, I'm not paying $99 for a smoker. So I just started going on Amazon, different places, saw this particular smoker that I kind of had my eye on, and I waited, right? I just stalked it. And they marked it down to $15 like during Black Friday or something like that. So this was the kit. I want to show you all what the kit looked like. So this is how it came to me. It was in this box. That's what it looked like. It was the Tree Cocktail Smoker Kit. And then let me show you. In the inside of it, it had 4 different types of wood chips. So it had apple. Let me see. I got it right. That way. Okay. Apple. Had cherry wood. Oak wood. And pecan or pecan, depending on how you want to pronounce it, I guess. And I'm going to show you what the wood chips look like. That is what the chips look like inside every one. And then, of course, it had the actual smoker inside of it. And this is what the smoker looks like. So it's 2 parts. So it's this wood lid. Then it's this portion that you actually put the wood chips in, a little strainer. And then you put the strainer down inside like that. And then that's what's going to create the smoke effect. You see the holes down there at the bottom around the strainer, around the bottom of it. Okay. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to smoke this cocktail. So I got my little lighter over here. This is my Snoop Dogg lighter. Y'all see Snoop? So there we go. So what I'm going to start off by doing here, assembling everything, is I am going to light the wood. And then you all should see that smoke up if I lit it correctly. Is it? No. Yes. I tell you. See, live TV, right? Does not want to cooperate. And I actually chose pecan wood in here. So I think I just got to get a good light. And I may need to put a few more wood chips in there. I don't know. Let's see.
Add more wood.
Yeah. More wood.
Yeah, it needs to catch on fire.
Okay. So let me go to the pecan. And we're going to put it in there. So K-Lock is a griller. So he knows a lot more about this part than I do. Trust. Okay. So we're going to see if this works. Maybe. Sorta. Kinda. No. Yes.
A little bit more. Oh,
Okay. We still working with it. We just trying to get some smoke going on here.
no more of that. No more of that.
Okay.
Catch on fire.
Please stand by.
Yeah, I don't have a butane.
Right. And I will tell you that my butane torch does work better, but I had no butane in the butane torch. So if you have a butane torch, because it did come with one, that will work a lot better. A lot better. You don't have a butane torch, do you?
There you go. Perfect.
It's not smoking down, though.
Down, though. That's the problem.
I know. It's crazy because when we lift it, the smoke is coming out. But anyway. Yeah, we need a cigar torch. We need a butane. Okay, so that part just didn't work. So I will, it is smoking down a little bit. I will make sure, though, that I get my butane. Okay, you can see it, right? I will make sure I get my butane torch refilled so that I can show this to you all. Let's see if any of it's going to smoke down. Not really. I can see just a very, very small amount, just a hint of it to give it the smoke.
Let's try it.
Okay. It smells good. I can tell you all that.
It smells amazing.
It does smell amazing. But yes, a butane lighter will totally, the torch will totally light this and smoke it.
Quickly.
Yes, very quickly. So I will make sure that I get my butane like completely filled so that I can do this properly. Because you all know it bothers me when the stuff just does not work right. There we go. We got some smoke. Got a little bit of smoke coming out there. So basically, the smoke comes through and it smokes the cocktail. That's what's supposed to happen. So there it is. So you guys do see a little bit of it. You get the effect of what it's supposed to do. All right. But as I said, I did not have my torch. Because like I said, when I looked at it today, I was like, it's out of butane. So anyway, but it is an awesome process. And it gives the cocktail a very different type of flavor. So I am going to make sure that I get the torch and we're going to do this right next time. Promise. So I will actually be remaking this, or I'll be smoking some kind of cocktail. So, but let's taste it. So cheers, y'all. Put up the cheers emote. Let's see what Here Comes the Sun tastes like. I actually can taste the smoke, which is kind of interesting considering it didn't smoke a great deal, but I can taste the smoke on this. This is really good. This is different. This has a different flavor. I think because of the lemon, the honey, the rye whiskey, and the smoke together, as well as what I muddled, which was the ginger root and the sage. So this is a different type of cocktail for sure. and I can taste the smoke. And that does give it a very unique flavor. It has a tartness to it, but then I can taste the sage. It's like every ingredient that's in here, I can taste. I can actually taste each distinctive ingredient, which is actually very rare in a cocktail, that you're tasting each distinctive thing. I can taste the sage, the lemon, the honey, the whiskey, and the smoke. So I taste all of those. So on a scale from 1 to 5, I give the cocktail a 5. Again, this is Here Comes the Sun. It is at the Law's website. And they had a lot of other great recipes. So I highly encourage this. So I get a cocktail of 5, despite my smoker not working properly. But yeah, I'll smoke something next week properly, so you all can see the full effect of it. So again, I paid $15 for the smoker. And then I think the butane lighter did not come with it. I bought that separately, but I think it was only like maybe about $7, something like that. So anyway, yay to Laws. Cheers to that. So overall, just to rate Laws, I'm going to say I would give it this sampler box. I'm going to give the sampler box, I would say a 4.5. I really like the wheated. I really like the rye, the 4 grain. And then I did not like the barley at all. Okay. Yes, you can smoke anything, Krish. Actually, people buy those. Someone said it in the chat about being a chef or a cook. You can smoke cheese. You can smoke fruit. It's not limited to cocktails. You can smoke whatever you would like. So if you want to smoke your MD 2020, Krish, go ahead and smoke it. I'm not really sure what that would do to MD 2020. I'm not sure it would enhance it in any way, but go ahead, do that. And Tweaking Squirrel said it, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I'm going to agree with that. But yes, it does say that when you purchase a smoker, it can be used for a variety of things, even though this one is called a cocktail smoker kit. But they have other smokers. You can use that one for cheese, but they have other ones that have kind of, instead of this round lid on it, the lid is square or rectangular. And so you could put cheese in it and then you can smoke it. It has like a little box that's attached to it. So I saw those as well. So yeah. Okay. So Moni G, you have the 4 grain and the rye. Okay. So I'm going to say now, Moni, the 4 grain, I gave that like a 4. It was okay to me. But I really like the rye a lot better. And I like the wheated quite a bit. So those were my top picks. The barley, I didn't really like that one. So anyway, it also called for, this drink said you could garnish it. So I wanted you all to show you all the garnish that I was going to put on it, or that I can put on it. I got these ginger chews. So these are ginger chews, and it's basically candied ginger. So I was like, okay, if we wanted to be fancy and have our little garnish, and these are individually wrapped. So let me show you what they look like individually wrapped. So people chew these like candy. They're great for your breath too. There we go. I had it upside down. But that's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like outside of the package. So I don't know how well you can see that. But this is the little candy ginger. Yeah, more butt stuff. Yeah, I guess if you're into that, So Lakita said they're great to suck on and help your throat. Take that however you want. But anyway, so this is the candy ginger. So if you wanted to use this as a garnish, I had like my little paring knife over here that I used to actually open up the laws. You could just cut it, make a little slit over there on the side of it. And you can just put that on the side of the glass. And there's your garnish. A little candy ginger. So there you go. That's what it would look like. I I like the way ginger tastes. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I like it. I like ginger tea. I like ginger flavored things, and I do like the ginger chews. They do have a very strong flavor. So yeah. Okay, why is Blue Majesty getting timed out? Because she was talking about a throat goat. Can I turn off the lights on lock? Y'all just turn off the lights in the chat for me. Thank you. That's for Locke. That is not for me. just saying.
Oh, that's for her.
Revenge is sweet. Oh, that's for her. That's okay. That was for Blue Majesty. That's what that's what he said. So anyway, that's it. So yeah, but the cocktail itself, I like it. And I'm gonna make something smoked for y'all next week for sure. Something, because I want to show you how the smoker really works when you're utilizing it. It might not be this one, but I like this one though. It is different, but it's just all the ingredients and stuff, all of that. And like I said, I'm not big on really complex cocktails. I prefer simpler things. That's what I'll say. But yeah, Chris says smoke liquor every day. I like it. But I'm drinking this because, like I said, I earned this drink. So I have another video for you all. And we're gonna get to that in just a second. And this video has some more laws. But before I get to that, I wanted to talk to you all about the laws that we most commonly break. Right? And this is according to the interwebs, of course. So these are the 10 most broken laws. And when I read the list, I agreed with this list because I was like, yeah, I can see this. And this is in no particular order. This is just the 10 most broken laws. Littering, smoking marijuana where it is not legal, because we know that in some places now it's legal. Jaywalking, underage drinking, pirating music, which is interesting as we are all here on Twitch, right? Exceeding the speed limit. Lioness Nala said, laws are meant to be broken. Texting while driving. Having sex under 16. Did you all know that was a law that you all have probably broken? Having sex in a public place. And then not cleaning up after your dog. Now, how many of those have y'all broken? How many of those have you broken today? How many, Locke? I heard you say something. Did you say something? Oh, okay. He said something. He said something back there. Chris said all of them. I plead the fifth, right? Okay, I just want to know, just the having sex under 16. How many of you all lost your virginity under the age of 16? London, can we put a poll up? That way people can remain anonymous on that. London, can we do a poll? And the poll should say, did you lose your virginity under the age of 16? Yes or no? Okay, Locke said he was 17 senior year. So was I, Locke. I was 17 also. I was a senior in high school. Burley Earl! Okay, Burley Earl. First of all, you said you peaked. You said you 13. God damn. Burley Earl, hey. This your first time coming in here. You know what?
Welcome.
We here. Welcome in. Welcome to the world of the 8th grade adults, okay? Because we always say we act like 8th graders in here. Man, you peaked at 13. Okay then. Anyway, Big Stone says some of y'all were on the fast track. Okay, London says she was 18, 13. Thank you all for your candor, right? 16. Ooh, Big Stove, illegal. Stormy was 19. Okay. Tab was 16. Illegal. Marcia was 17. Okay. 16. 16. Okay. Being a fast ass. Yep. Yep. Okay. Wait a minute. Burley Earl. Burley Earl. What? A threesome with a 21-year-old and a 25-year-old was your dad's girlfriend. It was wait a minute. You wasn't 13 when this happened, right? Because you said 13 was the age. Okay. Yeah, I said under 16. I did. Okay, so did you lose your virginity? What's the question? How did you word it? I'm sorry. Did you lose your virginity under the age of 16? So 75% said no. 25% said yes. Okay. Quite a time. Hell of a track. Burley Earl, you've been drinking what I've been drinking. Still start saying plot twist. I love y'all. I just love y'all so much. Okay, you said it was... Wait a minute. What was a while ago, Burley Earl? The threesome? Is this what we talking about? Okay, so they drugged him too. Burley Earl, I needed this laugh. I am not gonna lie. I needed this. Okay, that was a while ago. Okay, no problem, no shame in the game. Okay, so y'all know what I'm gonna ask. The next question is, how many people have had sex in a public place? That's the next poll. Yes or no? So I already told y'all I was 17. So yeah. Okay, Burley Earl, you're 57. Okay, Burley Earl, I'm 58. So I'm right there with you. Okay, so how many people have had sex in a public place? And you can just yes or no. That can be the poll. So I'm gonna tell y'all the answer for me is yes. I have. Almost got arrested twice. The 2 times I almost went to jail. Word related to that. Okay, the park, yes. Everybody's saying yes. E-double, 72, yes. So we just some like criminals up in here. Basically, we're 8th grade criminals. So yes, yep. Okay, we don't even need a damn poll. Okay, thank y'all. Yep. Okay, so let us say yep twice. The Majesty said define in public. Well, other people was around, okay, in public, not in your house or at his house or her house or whatever. I ain't trying to get into all of that. Wherever you were, if it was in public, okay, a public place. That would be a restaurant, a bathroom, a restroom, a car, at the drive-in, whatever. Yeah, a national park. London said, well, 3 times. Okay, London, go ahead. Take it up, right? Let's take that count up. The church parking lot. Shit. You said, oh, you never did it in a church parking lot. I was about to say. Okay, you still have respect for Jesus, right? Because not in a church parking lot. Oh, y'all are hilarious. Ooh, on a cruise ship balcony. Kind of like that, Krish. Have to say. Okay, the parking lot again. Wait. In the baptism pool. Wait a minute. Twinkie Squirrel. You did it in the baptism pool. Stormy plays spin the bottle at church. Tell said the Tweaking Squirrel, the hell? Tweaking Squirrel, welcome. Burley Earl, welcome. Shit. Y'all, yeah. I love y'all though. I mean, this is what whiskey does. This is what whiskey does to you, okay? And I so needed these last day. I have no idea. Y'all see, I got a fake raid emote because I was trying to raid me out of here just because I say something, a little bit unusual. Okay. Okay, Lakita says she had her first and last sense of Cisco in the church ladies' room. Okay, yeah, Burley Earl, you have found your place. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, come back anytime. Hey, Identity MF, the head eighth grader has entered the chat. Yeah, Collis. I mean, so those were the two that we honed in on, but littering, okay, smoking marijuana, jaywalking, underage drinking, pirating music, exceeding speed limit, texting while driving, having sex under 16, having sex in a public place, not cleaning up after your dog. I have violated all of those except for one. Even though I'm kind of, I have a little dog, so I really do try to clean up after my dog. But there have been times that I haven't. I admit that. But yeah. Okay. Identity MF, you say I'm out here reading your resume. Bullet points for Identity MF. Yeah. Okay. So, Collis said I don't have a dog. Okay, so Collis basically everything except for one. So all of those, yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. I've done all of those except for one. And the having sex under 16, I was 17. So yeah. Stormy said, does it count if it's not my dog? So, okay. Since we're talking about this having sex in a public place, I'm just gonna go ahead. I mean, y'all put it in the chat, right? Where was the place? Like, just name one place. Okay, like London said the parking lot. Somebody said the park. Where was the place? Go ahead and put that in there. Yeah, just name just one. Just one. Okay, Identity MF said which time. Listen, y'all. Listen. That, I don't care what nobody said. It's thrilling as shit, right? It's thrilling. You got to admit, it's thrilling. Yeah, it's thrilling. Okay, the library, a pool, on stage during a concert. The balcony of my condo, the choir rehearsal room, the car backseat of a Kia. Damn, that was tight, a Kia. The park after we left the movies. In the back row of a movie theater during schmoove back shots while watching Coach Carter movie. Okay.
That was specific.
That was very specific, Identity MF. Also done it in the mall. Ooh, I forgot the movie theater. Okay, the movies. Okay. All right. Okay. Locke, what say you?
Oh man. Yeah.
The voice of God? God?
Oh
where was you doing it too?
Oh man, where haven't I? Cause like you, I almost got arrested as well.
Oh, you almost got arrested. You know what? I have found out two things that I did not know about Locke today that he and I have in common. Lost virginity at the same age and almost got arrested. How have we never had this discussion before?
I don't know.
I feel like we need to have a talk after this.
Cause shit, in Tuskegee, Alabama.
Okay, are you on the mic? Are you?
I am.
Okay, you are on the mic. Okay, in Tuskegee, Alabama, you almost got arrested.
Yeah.
Expound.
Oh yeah, shit. Just in a car.
Okay.
And me and this fine young lady just having fun in like some back road in Alabama, and next thing you know, the windows all fogged up, and all of a sudden you just hear, and the police officer was like, roll the window down. and basically some fast talking got us out of that.
See? We have more in common than we think. Because I'm here to tell y'all. Ooh, hey, stars. Fast talking is what got me out of both situations. When I tell y'all it was some fast talking and some lying, some stomp down lying to that police officer.
I didn't lie because like literally it was we got caught in the act.
Yeah, me too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have a discussion afterwards.
Okay, hold on. The Burley Earl
Okay, the Burley,
Burley-
in Alabama.
Burley, what? Where in Alabama are you? Because
Okay.
I'm learning that me and Burley got a lot in common because he's a smoker as he smoke. He's a food smoker as well.
Oh, you're a food smoker as well, so you're a griller. Okay.
I mean,
the Baptists don't mind if you dance.
Alabaster. Okay, cool.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabaster.
Alabaster?
I know exactly what that is.
Okay,
Yeah.
Alabaster. Okay, Marcia said we need to have a panel discussion. We really, you know
we
what?
we haven't. Yeah, we need to do that.
We need to bring that back, but then I just make all the questions about sex. How about that, y'all? Can we do that? Can we do that?
See, so on that one, I'm gonna tap out
Okay, he said he's gonna tap. How you gonna tap out?
easily.
When you first of all you didn't told us about how you was doing and had to do some fast talking in the car.
I mean, that's one incident that was damn near public record. So
Tweaking Squirrel said you cannot tap out. We need to have a real deal conversation up in here where you don't tap out. Because this is the thing. Like, some of us know each other. Like, but I'm going to tell you, I ain't judging y'all. I'm really not. I mean that shit because I have some leans and proclivities. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. So
leans and proclivities.
Proclivities, right? No judgment.
No, this definitely a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, this is
For sure.
judgment-free. I promise y'all, I am not. I mean, like the whole ginger booty thing. I mean, listen,
I did
if you
it.
like
Yes, me too. Yeah.
hot, spicy ginger in your butt, that's your thing.
Wait, whoa.
I don't. You don't know about the ginger booty?
No.
I said this. Okay, so this is a real thing.
I honestly speaking, I literally thought you was exaggerating.
No, I'm not kidding. So this is a real thing that people. Okay, first of all, ginger is spicy as hell, right? So there are people who will slice it up and put it in their butt because they like the way that it feels, and it's called gingering. It's a real thing.
Oh, I thought y'all was kidding.
No, we ain't kidding. We ain't kidding. This for real.
Wow.
Like, yeah, this is for real.
I was
I feel like
today years
I
old.
just need to do a show on some sex shit.
I was today years ginger stirs. Word.
Okay, but yes, it's called gingering. Yeah, Solomon said it.
Okay.
See, they like the pain level. Exactly. I mean, and this again, I ain't judging nobody's shit. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. Now, do I want to hear about your shit? Yes, I do. You're welcome, Identity EMF. I'm so happy that we could, give you some mental pictures.
I mean, and all jokes, what the funniest shit is, I literally was back here drinking a ginger beer.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Lisa.
He really is.
No, I'm not
Okay, so
bullshitting.
I wonder how is that on the butt? Okay. Anyway, just asking.
Wow. I was like, the thing is, wow. Gingery. That is new.
Gingering.
I've never heard
Now
of
this
such.
is the thing. I've never gingered. But hey.
Stirs. You ruined. Totally ruined.
Okay. So see, Chris said it. Do you stick it in like anal plug and then suck it out? I imagine you could do that. I mean, that might be a thing.
That was real specific.
Yeah, it was. Just got back. Yeah, we doing the butt stuff again. We talking about that again.
I might need to turn the lights off for real for a different reason now. Shit.
Girl said, what the fuck? Stormy said, I'm too young for this. You're not too young. I promise you.
Cinnamon.
Have I cinnamoned? No, I have not cinnamoned. I've not done that.
So basically what you're saying is we need a brown whiskey woman after dark talk.
We do. You know what? Ginger, listen. Again, I have hard leans and proclivities, but let me just tell you, Ginger was hot. She's a pretty woman. She was sexy. So I'm gonna just say that. But yes. Okay, Marcia said let's do it. So we need a brown whiskey woman after dark. Is that what we saying? Is that what we need to do next week?
That I mean, we might have to start later and shit.
We'll start later, like for that, for real. Let's okay.
I mean, start around 11.
Start around 11.
I mean, hey, if we gonna do it after dark, let's do it after dark.
Okay, we're gonna do it. Okay, so listen, seriously, if y'all
I mean, get the mood right, you know what I mean, everything.
Burley Earl said, let's explore some cast strength stuff. You know what? That is a great idea. That's actually a great idea because I have not really done a lot of cast strength items. And I like cast strength. Y'all know I always tell you all the time that, like, I don't drink to get drunk. I drink for taste. I drink for the flavor. But I do like cast strength whiskey. And basically what he's referring to is that whatever the proof is as it is poured out of the barrel or the cask and barrel are used interchangeably,
Okay.
that is the proof. They use water to proof it down, okay, to get it to whatever the desired proof is. But they do make cast strength whiskeys. And let me tell you, it'll put you on your ass. Okay, that's some stuff. That is not something I would be doing shots of. That would be something I would be putting in a cocktail. So yeah, and Blue Majesty said, "Can we have a gurgle mic?" Y'all, I don't know what it is about that gurgle.
Thing is though, what they don't realize is the more mics out there, that's going to raise your rent, and we don't want that.
Yeah, y'all, I'm already like, listen.
I mean,
I pay rent to come here.
Stuff costs money.
Maybe should I hold it up? If I hold it up to the mic, can we hear the gurgle?
As long as you don't spill it on the mic, that's fine.
Can we try it? Can I try that?
Try it.
Okay. So I got a cup over here. I'm going to pour it and we're going to see. If y'all can hear the gurgle, y'all let me know. Okay, not that one.
And no storm. And no,
I ain't like
and
that.
no Stormy, I'm not singing. No.
$5 on my rent. Woo, Stormy, I need a lot more than that, okay? So let's all be quiet and let's see, can y'all hear this?
Brown Whiskey Woman ASMR.
Didn't hear nothing.
Nope.
You know why?
Because you're holding it. You're holding it.
I already opened it.
The air got in there.
You got to get the gurgle when you first open something.
Got it.
That's really where the gurgle comes in. It's got to be, and I didn't push the corks all the way back down or any of that stuff. So we'll try that next time. Okay. Earlier I said get a bigger glass and let it rip. Okay, I'm gonna drink the rest of this though. Let's try. I'm gonna try it with not that. Let me put that to the
So
side.
you keep picking up the same one that
I know,
you don't like.
and I don't know why, because I don't like it. I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and we're going to see. So, anyway.
Wow.
We got, like, way... No, I'm not going to... Stirs! Hey, the gurgle in the back of the movie... Let me just say this. The second time that I got caught... That's pretty much what was going on. And yeah, that's what was going on. And it was like, officer came up, shining light in the car. And yeah, I had to jump out and do some real quick explaining. I'll just say that. Okay, so we're going to see. I think I'm going to go with this wheat because I like the Centennial wheat. So let's see. The cork popped, so. Nah. I got to get a fresh bottle, uncork it, and y'all will get the gurgle. So anyway.
All I heard was the clinking of the glass. That's all we heard.
Yes. But I am going to drink this. Just saying.
Relieve.
Because that was good.
Relieve.
So neat. So anyway.
London.
You were trying to revive his peen.
No, I thought, wow.
Yeah, I read that.
Ma'am.
Is that what you were trying to do? Is that what you told the officer? That is not what I told the officer. I had a whole concocted story.
Okay, so you saying whole and cock? I mean,
I said whole concocted. I did say that.
No, just yeah.
I know, because y'all, if y'all don't know anything about me, if you know nothing else about me, there are two words that I really hate when it
in
comes
the English
to
language.
sex.
Just period in the English language. Period.
I hate cock and I hate cunt. I don't want to hear either one of them words anywhere in my vicinity. Okay, and I know they use it all the time in porn and all of that shit.
No, not in in some, let's just say, some flavors of porn.
Okay, in some flavor, that's true. In some flavors of porn, which I, yeah, no. let me just say that.
Did you just
okay? See the burly Earl.
Did you just snort?
We here. We friends. I don't. It's something about them two words that I don't like them. Right? Like it ain't nothing sexy about it. I don't like it.
But we need to hear the rest of the story, though.
Okay,
but
so
the
the rest
story
of the
that you
story.
concocted.
Okay,
The whole story that you concocted.
The whole story that I concocted was that okay, so we in there and we 69. I'll just say that. I'll just go ahead and say that.
In the movie theater?
No, in the back of the car. In a car. Right?
In the Kia?
Not in the Kia. That was somebody else that said the Kia. I wasn't in no damn Kia.
I say that took some flexibility.
Hey, back then,
Hey,
just saying. So this is the thing. Let me just full disclosure. That's all the relationship consisted of. That's all that we ever did.
I mean, this is another After Dark moment. So this set the mood properly.
Yeah. So that's all that we ever did. We never actually did anything other than that. Okay. So we're in the car. And this officer comes up.
That's a 71. That's not a 69.
So, yeah, that's all we ever did. So the officer comes up. He shines the light in the car, right? And no, Chris, we never did that.
Shine the light like that?
So like a year and a half, that was the nature of the relationship.
They shine the light like that?
Yes, they shine the light on us. And I'm like, shit. Right. So he's stunned, right? So I jump out the car and I'm, scrambling, putting on my clothes or whatever. And I'm like, officer, listen, this is the deal. I said, we are like in this Romeo Juliet type of situation where our parents really do not like us being together.
I think you told me about this story.
And, it's like we really, really care about each other. And this is like the only time we get a chance to be together. And, and I mean, I laid it on y'all. I mean, like I don't even know where the hell it came from, but I just was like, it was flowing. Okay. It was flowing. This whole story was just really flowing. And I was like, this is the only time we get a chance to be together. And I mean, like here, I know the park is not appropriate and we're in the back of this car. And y'all, can I just tell y'all, like we was in a 1965 Mercedes.
Oh, so y'all classy.
That was his dad's car, right?
Y'all classy.
Very classy. So yeah, where it came from was I did not want to go to jail. I was not going to jail that day. I had decided when I jumped out the car. So the guy was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. And I was just like, and then I mustered up some tears, right? Because I mean,
you can cry on command.
I can cry on command. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. I can cry on command. So I got some tears out, tears flowing. I was like, I am so sorry. I said, I know this is like so inappropriate. And I just had the size and everything, right? And he was like, listen, I am going to let you all go. He said, but please do not come back in this park and do this again. Okay? You're going to have to figure out something else.
Don't come back in the park to come. Is that basically what it was?
Don't come back to the park to come. And I was like, you never have to worry about that again. I promise you. I promise you. Right? Y'all, I could have got a fucking Academy Award for that performance. And he let us go. But did we do that shit again? Yes, we did. Not in that part.
Hell yeah.
But did we do it again? Yes, we did. Oh, you know what? The second time I got caught was also with him. Now that I think about it. But anyway. But yeah. But anyhow, yeah. Okay. So the officer asked Salmas if what you were doing was consensual and just gave you a warning. See, that matters if it's consensual.
Consensual.
Repeat offenders. Yes, I have been a repeat offender. I'm not going to lie. I have. Yeah. But yeah, for a year and a half, that's all we did. It was cool, though. I mean, I enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. It was all good.
Num 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 num.
Delicioso. So can you force a 59?
A 59 is hilarious.
What? A 69? Can you force? I don't know.
So I mean, a 59er is always funny anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, well, okay. So London got busted by a homeless man who just came up to the window and looked in the window at them doing the thing.
Is that some peeping Tom shit?
Yeah, that's some peeping Tom shit. Okay, so for real, we need After Dark, right? Like that's what we're saying here. We need an After Dark version where we're like exchanging stories. I'm gonna just tell y'all, I would never tell y'all all of my escapades because you all would look at me differently.
No.
You would look at me differently.
No.
Okay, you would not have respect for me as your executive bourbon steward. You would probably judge me. That's all I'm gonna say.
And this is a judgment. This is a judgment-free zone.
Even though it is a judgment-free zone, you all would probably judge me, but that's okay. But I want to hear y'all stories, though. I will not repeat them.
I want to get all of your business.
I want all y'all come in here on the After Dark version and tell. Do we need to do? When can we do After Dark? You tell me, when can we do After Dark?
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that.
Okay, we'll
offline
discuss
for sure.
that.
This one needs to be planned.
Where we're getting the details of
the dirty deeds.
The 17-year-old him getting, yeah. And
the Tuskegee wasn't 17. That was in my 20s on that one.
Oh, you were in your 20s.
I was in college. Yeah, I was in college.
Okay, can I ask y'all this, women? I'm gonna ask the women. Was your first time good or bad? Simple, just good or bad. I didn't even know, so I already got my court clothes on. Good or bad? Just asking. First time, good or bad? Yours wasn't. Okay, not good, bad, trash, bad. It hurt, then I felt nothing. I don't remember. I just know I messed up my favorite khakis. And then my parents, bad. Now, see, I think that's very interesting. Now, men, because we have some men in here, was your first time good or bad?
Mine was terrible.
Was it good or bad?
It was terrible.
Why was it terrible?
Both of us were virgins. We had no idea what we were doing.
But now, okay, Tab said I could have had a V8. Okay, so Moni G said good. Now, this is what I think. This is just my theory. For men, I'm thinking, okay, you get a chance to, y'all just pardon my vulgarity here, bust a nut. Isn't that good?
But, I mean, isn't
that a good thing? Am I missing something?
Well, that should be the end result. But you know what? Yeah, this may be a conversation for the After Dark.
Okay.
How about a? I mean, might need to get. I mean, I'm about to say something really crazy, but probably a sultry Sunday type topic.
A sultry. Okay, I like that. Okay, so we'll do.
Yeah, we need to talk. Yeah, we need
to talk about that. Okay, yes. So I'm gonna say for me,
probably do sultry Sunday from Lisa's channel, from Brown Whiskey Woman's channel.
Yes.
Seriously.
Okay.
I just played the soundtrack, and just everybody have a conversation.
We'll talk. Okay, I like that.
That might. That could be something we do in both studios. So you be in one studio, I'll be in the other one. We just doing.
I like that. That is a good collab.
That would be a great collab.
That would be a great. We are good collaborators. We really are. We have great ideas.
We really do.
When we put our heads these. I don't want y'all to go there.
Please
these the ones
the
up
ones
here.
The ones on top.
Yeah, the ones.
God damn it! I'm sorry, my bad.
Shit, not that.
Yeah,
but these.
That's for me. I'm sorry. That's
turn
for
off
me.
the lights for him.
That's for me.
Yeah. We are great collaborators.
We really are.
We really are. We're really great collaborators. So I do like that. That would be really, really fun.
And there'll probably be a special edition of Sultry Sunday Noir.
Yes.
Because I don't want to step on Fudge's foot.
Right.
But
now, see, it would be great if Fudge would come hang out with me.
It's okay. So would that be the next version of what we did in January? Because I'm not gonna say the name what we called it because yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna just tell you, I will not be offended by that name. Me,
I know you
Me.
won't be. I know you.
But I understand.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
So
because of course, I mean,
right.
Because everybody's eighth graders, and we got to be careful.
Just so you guys know what we're talking about, there was in January,
January 7th.
January 7th. Mm-hmm. Okay, it was Locke, Doug Boogie, and DJ Fudge, and they did this thing called the hard way.
No, it was just a three-way.
Or what was it called? Just the three-way?
Just three-way.
Okay, it was a three-way. So it was the three of them, and they each did a set, and that's what we called it, and it was really cool, and it was great. So what we are talking about here is that, when you introduce a woman into that, a female energy into that, then some people might be offended by the title. Now, I'm personally not offended by that. However,
but this is a judgment-free zone. We are definitely still respectful.
Yes, but we still try to be respectful. So we will just kind of do a sultry Sunday thing. So Burley Earl, what you missed is we're talking about on a special Sunday, a sultry Sunday.
And for the
getting
people,
together,
and for the people that are new to the channel or just new to Lock and Key Media, every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Mm-hmm. I have a stream. I have a DJ stream here.
I might have to make another drink though.
I have a DJ stream here we call Sultry Sundays Noir. And with that, we play, as Fudge would like to call it, headboard ballads. but a lot of new and a lot of newer R&B.
No identity in there.
God almighty, you know what? Yes. God,
not the gangbang train.
Damn it.
See?
Wow. See? This is why.
We have to have a new name.
Yeah, we gotta have a new name. Yeah, but every Sunday, Sultry Sunday Noir, a lot of slow songs, ballads, the whole 9 yards, and just have fun with it. And this would be a new one for me because for Sultry Sunday, since I've been doing it for the last year and a half, I haven't said a word on the mic.
No, he hasn't.
Sultry Sunday, it was the start of me doing no mic streams.
Yes.
Because in 22, I was talking all the time.
Yes, he was.
And
then he stopped talking.
I went mute.
He went mute. So this could be really, really interesting.
Cruz.
Cruz said a minute.
Minatois.
Cruz.
No. Oh, Jesus.
You have no idea how good that sounds.
Jesus.
Now.
This is where I tap out.
Just saying.
This is where I tap out.
Just saying. So anyway,
Burley Earl, I'm with you on that.
I'm beginning to think I'm a deprived individual. I'll just say that. So anyway, so y'all listen. We're gonna do that. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna talk about this afterwards. Let me tell you guys about what I have coming up.
That's a good idea, though.
Wait. Okay, Stormy said I have to have have to think about an outfit. Okay, so Stormy, do I have to wear the bra? Like, okay, we'll talk. And if y'all don't know about the bra, okay, so listen for real. It's a couple of things coming up, and there are actually going to be some things that I do want you all's input on. So first of all, in June, I will be celebrating my 3-year anniversary on Twitch. And I very much want you all to be a part of that show. So I've already had the idea that I will make some of my favorite drinks. But what I want you all to help me decide is who I should have as guests. You all know I have some favorite guests. Okay, Malik Stone, I know, is one of my favorite guests, and I think one of you all's favorites. My brother, my ace boon coon, number 1 raccoon, Fudge is also one of my favorite guests. So you all will have the opportunity to vote. Hey, Doctavius, how you doing?
You've had Uncle Diddy. You've had Deliver.
Yeah, I've had so many people. I've had so many people on here. Deliver, Uncle Diddy. I've had London. I've had so many great guests. But you all will have the opportunity to vote on who will come in studio with me. Now, it does have to be somebody local for them to come in studio with me. Now, we can do remote. We can bring somebody in remotely. But I would really love for you all to have input on this. I'm going to be making some of my favorite drinks. We'll be drinking. We'll be talking shit. And then I am going to talk to Locke about maybe putting together some clips of some of their favorite moments from the show. We're going to see how we can work that out because I think that would be really, really fun.
Your
so
rate-
LaWanda already said London for sure on the mic.
Your rate keeps going up and up and up. She is making me
I know
work.
it's a lot, but I mean, come on, a lot. This is my 1 year anniversary. This is special. This is special. So anyway, but I want you all to be involved in that because I am so grateful. I am so grateful to you all for being here with me every Thursday. Now, there are a lot of people that have been on Twitch. I mean, Locke has been on Twitch less time than I have streaming. Got a lot more followers. Okay. For me, it's not about the followers. It's about the individuals that are in the room with me. It's about you all. That's what really means something to me. So I don't have that many followers. I don't have 1,000 followers, even though I've been on for a while. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is you all. You are what matter. And so I want us to celebrate in June. My anniversary is Juneteenth, and actually Juneteenth falls on a Wednesday, so I'll be celebrating on a Thursday. So I want you all to think about, the guest and, hey, Sky, how you doing? Who you all would love to see in studio with me. I'm going to be making some of my favorite drinks, talking shit, having a good time. I really want it to be fun. I want it to be a celebration. I want you all to be a part of it because you are the reason that I come here every Thursday. Make drinks, talk shit, and try to educate you on whatever I can educate you on. So anyway, we're going to be doing that. Also, I will be back next week. Next Thursday. I really have no clue what I'm going to be doing next Thursday. I say that all the time. Sometimes I'm lying. Sometimes I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. And I'm lying this time because I do know what I'm going to be doing. I actually am going to be reviewing some barbecue sauces. So they have Jim Beam barbecue sauce. They have Jack Daniels. They have some others. And I am actually going to be talking about those barbecue sauces and giving you a rating. Now, you all know that Locke is a griller. And he has agreed to do some chicken wings for me. Oops, sorry. To do some chicken wings for me. And I will actually be testing out those sauces because I wanted to do something a little bit different. Summer is coming. And, I like to keep this whole liquor thing fresh. I like to do some different things. So Memorial Day is coming. So I thought that this would be a great time for us to talk about the sauces, to taste those, to see what they're like. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be drinking because I am gonna be drinking because
I might even smoke it with the bourbon soaked wood.
Okay. Oh, now that'll be really good.
But I don't want to clash the flavors either, though. That's the thing.
But I think that I still could taste the sauces, though.
Okay.
I just have a feeling I will.
Fair.
So that is what I will be doing next week. So next Thursday is May 15th, just before Memorial Day. So I will be giving you some recommendations on some sauces. And I think that'll be really fun. And I will be drinking. I've only had one dry stream, I think. That was a couple of weeks ago. That was the one. That was the only. I'm not going to say it'll be the final. We'll see. But anyway, so yes. So that will be happening next week on the 15th where I'll be looking at some sauces. And Linda said, you smoking food?
Burley Earl, we need to exchange information, my brother.
Yeah. I mean, Burley Earl, y'all do. Y'all probably do.
Because we have, I think I may have found my cosmic brother.
I know. I have a cosmic sister in Blue Majesty. So yes. So that will be happening. So listen, you guys, I have one more video. Okay. Locke, should we play that? Should we play that last video? I know we kind of debated. I know that, actually. Okay. All right. So we're at time. So how long is the video though? Can it take us out? Okay, so how about this, y'all? We're going to take us out on this video. I will see you all next Thursday talking about the barbecue sauces. Please come back. I promise you I'll get my butane lighter, filled so that I can actually smoke this cocktail properly. Law's Whiskey, go to the website, check it out. We made Here Comes the Sun. It was a great drink. Very good. I highly recommend them. Overall, I give Law's a 4. Some of these rated a 5. They were very, very good. So I will see you all next Thursday, and we are going to go out on this video, and I will be looking at to see who we are going to raid. Okay? While we take a look at this. So let's do that.
I'm not a doctor or a therapist or a priest.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
It was oregano, Dave. It was $10 worth of oregano. Honk, honk!
All my life, I wanted to own 1,000 frog leg restaurant.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Ma'am, this is a liquor store.
Open the door.
I'm not afraid of any damn funeral.
But why?
What about B. Columbus? B. Gandhi? B. Jesus?
Time to wake up.
Cold beer, a hot tub, and paper-thin walls.
How much can I wager?
I had just caught the largest fish you'd ever seen.
Why would you do that?
I didn't order pizza. I'm sorry, man.
That's a bingo.
Free condoms. Free condoms from the human condom.
A carrier pigeon. How cool would that be?
At least I'll get drunk.
You're never gonna catch me.
You know, polygamy is illegal.
No tags on these mattresses.
Off goes his bonnet to an oyster wench.
That's awful. Just awful.
Shall we close the gate, Lord Commander? Seaweed on a stick.
5 broken windshields and 6 dead birds.
Say, can you see how good this looks? Look, a puppet show!
Oh, is there a secret handshake I never got taught?
How does that even happen?
Because it's just common decency.
God damn it! It's gross.
Somebody put me back in the fridge.
Just listen to this horsepower.
They let me out of the sewers.
Isn't that excessive?
You know, that's just cruel.
Milk of the cow! Milk of the cow!
The thing is, I'm not a monkey.
Too many loose sheep there. Roger, over and out.
How much radiation were you exposed to?
I challenge you to a duel.
Hey, why don't we have a bake sale?